Okay, hello. This is, I guess, a video review of my Billy bookcase system that I put in, maybe 2 years ago now. And this is just showing you what you can do with a simple Billy bookcase. If you just add on a little trim to it, it actually looks completely different from what's in the store. And as you can see, it's rather large. There's many bookcases that have been assembled together, and we've put trim on it. Let me actually go from the other side, the light might be better. And we put there we go. And we put some trim on it to make it look a lot better. So basically there is, we can go out here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 6 bookcases. 5 of them are full size, and this one here in the center, which has the liquor in it, is a smaller size. And these are all the tall, which is, I don't know, 70 something odd inches. Basically it keeps everything on there. There's obviously the TV screen and everything here. My plan was, I don't know if I can show it too well here, but there's a little pillar. You probably see it better on the other side. Ooh, let me go above or under. There's a pillar here that comes out, and there's also a pillar on the other side. I'm going to focus down here. There's a pillar down here, and the whole thing was, oops, okay, maybe not so much. Okay, we had a little mishap there. And the whole thing was to get everything inside that space. And the reason I went for that was because this was, I believe, 11 inches, which is actually the depth of the Billy bookcase. So you can see kind of there where it runs flush against the pillar, and the same on the other side. I don't have a lot of light here, and there's the back wall. Now the trim I put, obviously when you put all these systems together, you will have a little line running down from the two different bookcases. So to make it all look like one system, we put these casings down. Actually, let me go over here where there's more light. One thing my apartment doesn't have is a lot of light. So you can see here the casing that runs down the whole length, and it makes it streamlined. And at the top of the casing I have this little rosette, and then there's a crown molding, a very simplistic crown molding that ties all the top. I didn't want to go too fancy with the crown molding because I thought it would look out of place. Now this color is black brown, even though it looks pretty black here, but it is black brown. And let me see if I can find out about a few notes. The how to get the black brown, because this the casing and the crown molding and the rosettes, and also in the bottom here, which I'm not going to see too well at all. Maybe you can maybe see down here. I put a like a baseboard in the bottom because, let me see. You can see the crown molding that comes down. It's actually sitting on the baseboard. I'm trying to do it in an area. You can kind of see you can see this little seam there, and that's where the baseboard is, and where the Ikea Billy bookcase is, because there's a little, I guess, a toe kick. And also I had to do it for this system that I put down here. Now I forget exactly what this was called, but it was in the same area where the billy was. And as you can see the top here, it acts as a connection between both for obviously TVs and so forth. Basically this is one, this is another one, and you can actually see there, see where you have a seam. I actually haven't done that yet, but basically you would have that seam running up and down the length of all of these, and basically the casings give it a clean look. But these are two like mini bookcases, and this one in the bottom, which the TV sits on, is another one. But what I've done is, zoom in, okay. What I've done is, actually it's better to go out, it's better light. But what I've done is, I needed to raise it up because the base, I guess the first shelf of the bookcase, I wanted it even with the kind of first shelf of this where the computer stereo equipment is, and the second one I wanted it within reason of the second bookcase. Well, I have here sorry, also here I have the I believe the 5 that come with it, the 5 shelves. And over here, because I had some larger pieces, like this is like a thing to put a candle into, and some taller books and storage areas, and of course the bottles. I didn't use all of them, so you can actually, I believe this center one is fixed, but the others are removable. So there's some missing on that. You could actually have that all the same, but it kind of works out. Got my little watch winder. Any watch people, anyway, I like watches as well. Okay. So anyway, so the bottom of this, where you can see where the baseboard is, if I was to take that off, there's actually wood, 2x4 wood, which this is sitting on. So you could kind of say the base of this area here, which would be identical to this, would have a 2x4, and then there's just the baseboard over it to raise it up. And also to see where you have like the 2 dividers. What I did here was I just put both of them together because I needed the width to put in the cable box and stereo system. Okay. What else now? Also as well, this is all like 11 inches coming out, but the TV, which is very thin, but the video components were wider than 11 inches. And you can barely notice it probably here, and definitely not notice it too much, but they actually do come out further. Sorry, it does come out further than the other. You can kind of see where it's kicking out, and it's very subtle, and most people would not recognize it. What else do I need to say on this? Okay. Oh, by the way, for people who are interested, that's a restoration hardware. I know I'll probably get some people commenting on that. Oh yes, why did I go for the black brown? The black brown was, I mainly went for it because I was thinking of also white because it's brighter, but I mainly went for the black brown because it suits more. I've obviously got a white dog, but it suits the leather, and also the dining room. Pearls in the way. The dining room area, which has got kind of, there's a kind of a black trim on the chairs, and whatever that's the buffet area. It's got black in the bottom, so it kind of goes in theme with that. see there's the window front and there's the other. So it kind of goes, all the lights come from the window. It kind of goes with that flow. And also when I put this in, you can kind of get the apartment's actually very small. This is a classic New York apartment, and it actually makes the room, you figure the more you put in, the smaller a place gets, but it actually makes this room very big because it's so long and it's tall that it actually kind of makes the room a lot bigger, which is kind of, I guess, an optical illusion. And there's the dining room area. So very small area, but a lot of room. And out there you've got, I guess, New York City. Okay, thank you very much, and we'll be seeing you. Bye bye.